Welcome to In Your Garden. My name is Alex, and today I'm going to repot this small Alocasia longiloba corm into soil from sphagnum moss. I got multiple of sprouts from this mother plant, and it produced a lot of corms. But because it's winter, it went into some sort of hibernation, but it's coming back already, and it's going to make a lot of new leaves. But for now, I'm just gonna repot this one corm, and if the transplant goes well, I'm gonna repot these for you. Plus, I have a few more corms that are gonna sprout pretty soon. This plant produces a lot, so I would recommend getting it. But first, I'm gonna fill up the pot on the bottom a little bit, soil, about a third of the way. Then I will take this one out and try getting as much of the moss off of the roots without harming them. You just need to carefully do it so it carefully falls off. It has a lot of nice looking roots. Now I'm able to take the moss off without ripping almost any of the roots off. There is a small bit that fell off. You don't have to get all of the moss off if it's too hard, but it's recommended to get as much of it off as possible. But this should be okay. So I will put it in like this, and then fill the pot up with soil all the way to the top. For me, it's way easier to do it because I have a plant shelf with a very strong light, and I noticed that it helps plants adapt a lot faster than on the window, so I recommend getting it if you're interested in growing plants. Any kind would work, I'm pretty sure. But now it's pretty well holding in the soil, but I still need to water it and add more soil because it's falling over a bit. Okay. I'll add a little bit more, and it should be fine. This pot may be a little too big for it, but considering it's gonna grow in good conditions, I don't think it's gonna struggle with it. And I'm gonna make future updates on it, but for now, bye. It's been a few weeks, and here's an update on the Alocasia longiloba. So it has bent over a little bit, and because of that, it doesn't look too good, but in reality, it has grown a lot of roots out of its stem. If you can see any, they're growing out of the bottom on every side, which is a good sign that it likes the repot. Also, there is a growth node coming out of the middle, so it's gonna have a couple new roots. And because of that, I'm gonna repot the rest of my small Alocasia longilobas. But the big one, the mother plant, is not doing quite so well. I didn't know, it looks way worse than it used to, but it's going to grow a new leaf, possibly soon, but considering it's winter, it's not growing very well. But it has grown a couple new roots out of its stem, if any are visible, and it started growing a new baby plant out of its stem, which is also a good sign right there. But it already has a baby plant, and it's not doing so well, but it's putting out a small leaf. And this leaf was already damaged, but I yet hope this one will be fine. But for now, I'll just repot these for you. So first I'll repot this one, They all have a good root system. Alocasias, for me, have a bunch of tiny, small roots. Because of that, it's kind of hard to remove all of the sphagnum moss without damaging them. But here, I watered it very much before making this video, so the moss is coming out very easily. That was so quick. There's barely any left on it. The corm almost disappeared. You can barely see it now, but there is yet something left of it. So I'll just get as much of the moss off as possible, and I'll put it into a 4-inch pot, the same as I did to this one. Again, it's almost perfect in size for it. Maybe a 3-inch pot would have been better, but it shouldn't rot or anything in this pot. Oh, I'm spilling the clean it up later. Okay, this should be good, but first I will water it. I don't want the water going on the table too much because it'll dye with the charcoal inside of the soil. That's why the water is almost black when it comes out sometimes. Yeah, so it should be good. Oh, that's bad. It should be good in this pot now. I'll just add that much more. Okay, this one should be good. And I'll also repot these. Okay. Now all of them are repotted. For this time, that's it, but I'll probably make another update on the Alocasias. But for now, bye. So it's been another couple of weeks, so here's an update on the Alocasia longiloba corms. So they grew quite well in their new pot, but first I'll show you the bigger one. It finally grew a new leaf, which I wanted to happen for a long time. And it also made a few growth nodes, a total of 4, I think, which will grow into multiple of these. So, and my favorite one out of the corms right now is this one, which is one of the newer repotted ones because its leaf looks a lot like this one, but it doesn't have the, it's a little less, I don't know how to even say spiky or curved on the side. It's quite nice. But the oldest repotted one is this one, and grew a very beautiful leaf, but it doesn't really look as much as this one. It looks more like an Alocasia amazonica, if I'm pronouncing it correctly, but some of the leaves dried up under my strong LED light, but happily it's growing a new leaf. Same with these two. But yeah, this is a pretty good way to grow them. But for today, that's it. I hope this video helped you, and bye.